Happy Monday. This is really awkward. I'm sitting outside literally on a curb. But I promised you Monday morning motivation, and that's what I'm going to give you. So this one's going to be pretty short. So my husband and I just dropped off the kids, and we're going to have breakfast together every once in a while. Like at least once a week we try to, like either on Monday or Friday at some point, have like breakfast together and bring our laptops and work for like the first hour of the day if our schedule allows it. So that's what we're doing today, and I was like, oh crap, I've got to go do my Monday motivation video. So here I am on a curb. So this one, it'll be short, but one of the things that one of you guys brought up was discussing, I guess, when I wrote it down, positive self-esteem, self-confidence, and how to forgive yourself. And this one is really, really tricky because it's not like you're just going to wake up one day and decide that you have self-confidence. You're not going to just wake up one day and have self-esteem that you never could figure out how to have before. But I think the forgiving yourself does tie into it a lot. So I was just going to give you a couple of things that helped me on the way, because if you've been following on my journey a little bit, I really did internally, not necessarily externally what I showed to the world, but internally really struggle with self-esteem and with actually having self-confidence and body confidence and all of that kind of stuff. So one of the things that I kind of took from a handful of different personal development videos and people that I watched was we are what we repeatedly do. So you have to start somewhere and come up with something that is going to build in you what you want to be and what you want to think about yourself, because all the thoughts that you have about yourself, they will turn into your reality. If you're constantly waking up thinking, man, I'm so lazy, I'm worthless, I can't get anything right, then you're probably right. You're going to continue to feel that way about yourself. So if you start little tiny steps of changing your mindset and changing the thoughts that you have about yourself, it sounds really simple and obvious, but it's really, really true. So here's something that I legit did and still do, is in the morning when you're, give yourself that extra time in the morning, but literally write this down. Write down 3 things that you're proud of about yourself. It could be anything, literally anything. Write down 3 things that you forgive yourself for. And that can be anything too, but that's also really, really important, because half of this crazy life battle that we have with ourselves is about forgiving ourselves for the crap that we did in the past. And then 3 things that you commit to yourself that you're going to do for yourself. And then as a bonus, write down 3 reasons why you're freaking amazing. Seriously, that simple. So do that. And even if it's the same things every single day that you're writing down about yourself, eventually you're going to actually have gotten to the point where you forgive yourself for those things. It's a kind of like a work in process, but you have to make an effort towards it. It doesn't just magically happen. So I think that's probably one thing that, as strange as it sounds, it like really helped me a lot to start forcing my mind to think those good things about myself, and then to like intentionally identify things that are good about me, things that I'm proud of about myself, and that will open the door to more positive stuff. Okay, so we really are, I think I started by saying like we are what we repeatedly do, and I think I've been taking a lot of intentional steps to have a similar routine, to get up in the morning whether I want to do it or not, to stop making excuses for myself. And if you're doing like 1 or 2 like these consistent actions every single day, they are going to start impacting you. You might not even, you will feel like you woke up one day and like, wait a minute, I do kind of feel a little bit better about myself, you know, that kind of thing. So that, for me, like the positive self-esteem and the self-confidence comes from that consistent action that's going to take all those little baby steps and turn them into change and turn you into a different type of person. And then the one other thing I want to say about forgiveness, because forgiveness I think is really, really important here. Forgiveness, not just for yourself, but for other people, like holding on to that anger and angst about what, I mean, it's a wasted emotion in my opinion, but forgiving yourself for something. So think about as simple as if you're doing like a diet of some sort, if you're trying to eat healthy or exercise, that's the simplest thing I can think about to talk about with the forgiveness part. A lot of people think, oh man, you know, it was the weekend, I blew it, I have no self-control, I, you know, drank all the things and ate all the things, you know what, and you focus on that. So what's today? It's Monday. All of that stuff happened in the past. You literally can do nothing to change any of that. You can't go back and change it. You can't take it away. You can't go back and make a different decision. But yet your mind's still there. Like you're back there stressing about how terrible you were because you had no willpower or self-control. Wasted emotion, wasted stress. All of our stresses come from thinking back to stuff that we can literally not change. You can change future outcomes, but you cannot go back and change anything that happened even 5 seconds ago. So stop letting your mind be there and let it look forward. Let it look at, okay, what am I gonna do today? One thing I'm gonna do today to head in a more positive direction. One thing that I'm gonna do today to get to where I want to be, not to where I was in the past, because where you were in the past is 100% the past. And so if you're looking back, how are you possibly gonna be doing anything good for yourself in the future? So that's, I guess, what I would say about forgiveness is you have to forgive yourself of stuff that's happened in the past, because you cannot change it. And beating yourself up over it, I mean, how far has it gotten you? Where are you right now? What good thing is it doing for you? You can definitely take the lesson in something. You can take the lesson out of it and learn from it. That's 100% what you should do. But beating yourself up over poor decisions, or if your life is completely messed up, or, you know, if your kids hate you and you're divorced and you're overweight and, you know, everything's going wrong, start looking in a different direction instead of looking backwards. Figure out how to start changing it and take a tiny, tiny, tiny baby step. So that's what I've got for today. Okay, I'm gonna go. My food's probably here. And my husband's like, well, this is really great. We're having a breakfast and you're not even here. So whatever, we'll go chat. But that's what I was gonna talk with you about for our first Monday motivation. Let me know what you think. Comment in the comments below if you've got additional ideas. Anything, like it could be anything positive, a mindset shift. If you want like a pep talk or like a real put you in your place kind of talk, I can do all those things. Not necessarily on video, but you know, I do those in real life all the time. So let me know what you think, and let me know if it was helpful. Hope you guys have a good Monday.